Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I wanted to do a quick market update just because we've seen a pretty, substantial amount of volatility today. So first, I want to start off with the S&P 500, and on the 5 minute time frame, right? You can kind of see the S&P 500 opened up on the day in the morning session and pretty much sold off most of the day. But then after that, it actually went into this sort of contraction style range. And it basically stayed hovered between the VWAP daily and the VWAP weekly down here. And this kind of, tightening volatility tells me that there's going to be a pretty substantial move, another move again in the S&P 500, possibly, tomorrow or sometime this week. Now, translating that into crypto, almost the exact same thing happened, which was as soon as the US markets open in the morning session, right? We dropped from this triangle. We broke down all the way down here around 19,100. And this 19.1 level is a very, very crucial level, right? If you take this level back all the way to June, this is a very, very critical level. And you could see right now that BTC once again just quietly tapped that level and is rolling off of that level. And you can see right now that we are currently above the weekly open. Okay, so on a 12-hour time frame, BTC is trading at 19,292. The weekly open is at 19,261, and the monthly open for October is 19,400. Right? I think it's entirely possible that if the market, especially the U.S. equity market, is gearing up for another move up, okay, if it's gearing up for another push up towards 3,800 points, which I believe is more than possible. Personally, I think the market can easily rally another 5-10% from here. So a 5% move is up towards 3,900. 10% is closer to about 4,100 points, right? 4,100 points also happens to be where the yearly VWAP is right there, okay? So I think the S&P 500 can rally up until that point, or at minimum somewhere around 3,900 points, which is probably like, the mid-range point between, say, I would say like this high and this low, somewhere around there, right? 50%, you could see 3,900, so I think it's entirely possible I could do that. Now, how does that translate into crypto? Well, I think if BTC can start closing above the weekly open, we can then start talking about, back towards 19.5 and quite possibly head towards the high of the range, which is around, 20,000 or way the heck up here, around 20,700. Now, obviously, BTC has been substantially, weaker in terms of tradable assets in the crypto world, right? So if you're looking for sort of higher beta assets that are performing extremely well when the stock market goes up, well, I think then you'd have to look more so on the altcoin side. And the altcoin side, I would say one of the bigger, solid picks is probably Atom, because Atom has posted substantial movement, not only from the June low right here, but even, this pullback that we have from mid-September down to just, a few days back last week, it is already up and trending higher versus other altcoins, right? You can see Atom is actually green on the day, and structurally off the low that we just had, it is already, out of the gate just running. Here's how, something else looks like AVAX, right? It's still pretty much closer to the low. And not only that, AVAX from the low that we hit last week, it actually is sitting right near the base of this, consolidation. It is not even, closer to the highs up here, nor has it cleared last Friday's high way the heck up here. Same thing with Solana. Not really, that much of a competitor versus Atom, whose structure looks like this. So the point is that you want to be paying attention to assets that have, incredibly stronger structure. So Atom is one, MATIC is another, right? Look at MATIC, right out of the gate, just ready to take out the high from earlier today, right? So these are the structures that you want to be watching in the market, where that if these assets start, bouncing off key levels and they start really, really ripping versus other assets like Ethereum or Solana or Near Protocol, right? Then those are the assets that you want to be focusing on. All right. So I want to show you guys one thing real quick. So unless you were, in the community, right? This morning, I was, fortunate enough to take out a bunch of really good positions, good trades, all scalps, less than an hour trade, right? So morning, we got into right around US market open, got into a MATIC short, boom, shorted around 0855. And then I had my target profit set for 82. I said, you know what, doesn't look like we're breaking down that hard. So, I decided to just close out right here. The mark price was 84.6, right? So quick, $100 gain. And again, this is like high risk degen trading, right? In our community, you guys know very well that we have longer time horizons in our trading. The 5K count, which we've put on a pause, also has, slightly longer time horizon on its trades. But I decided to start, doing some degen trading because people like this kind of volatility and to be able to play with it and see what they can do in the market. Now, again, I'm not here to offer you investment advice. And of course, none of this is copy trading and you should not be following me blindly. But here's how I trade, right? Like when I see volatility moments in the market, I get in and I try to get out $100, $200 profits here and there, right? So then after that MATIC trade, I got into a quick ETH long. Okay, so I got in around 1303. I saw the market pushing up, but it did not have the ability to squeeze up higher. So I said, you know what? This doesn't look like it's wanting to push higher. Boom, another, $80 profitable trade, right? And then last but not least, Atom, I got in very luckily around 1222, 1224, took on a decent size, right? 18,000 position. And then again, I saw Atom pop, boom, right? 1232, I closed out $150 gain. So all in all, in the day, you clear up nice $200-300 like this day in and day out, right? This is just, nice few hours of work, right? The market is not always this benevolent where it shows you this much amount of volatility. And when it does, if you know what you're doing, it pays to take advantage of that. If you don't know what you're doing, you should probably, stay away from the market, right? So these are the things that, I like to do when the market is volatile, and I find assets that are leaders versus laggards, right? So, these are the kinds of trades that I take, and I want to show you guys, one of the slightly losing positions too, because today was one of those days where like I could not miss, right? But then there's days where like, okay, you don't really have, you open up the morning, right? So this morning I opened up the session around 7:30. I saw BTC trading up near this high around 19.59. So I want to show you guys exactly how that looked in my mind. Okay. So in my mind, here's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, this looks like a pretty nice bull flag that looks like it's about to break out. But the one thing that was concerning to me was this high that got cleared right there. I wanted the price to be able to smash through this high. And this was where we opened up the morning session. Okay. So I was long, like on the break of this candle right here. I said, okay, this is a wick that I want to get into. From here, I want to see a rapid movement up. As soon as I did not see that and I started seeing this candle slowly start to break down, I closed out, right? And again, you can see the screenshot. And I always post these screenshots when it's like high leverage trades. Literally, break even, right? Maybe I lost some exchange fees, but when I saw the market move against me or start to move against me, I said, screw it, I'm going to get out, right? So I basically got out at break even. And then, like I said, after that, that's where I was like, okay, let me start taking trades on the market, open up the morning session with MATIC, took on that MATIC trade, MATIC shorted MATIC, again, took that profit, scalped long ETH, did not look like ETH wanted to squeeze up higher, close out that profit, and then longed Atom. I should have held on to Atom, but again, I had no intention to hold on to a longer period of time because I personally was trading the market from this kind of perspective, right? I was seeing the market and I said, well, wait a second, it looks like we are extending down, but in the context of what I watch for levels, for example, the VWAP monthlies, the weeklies, the dailies, as well as just, basic pivots or, levels that I watch, it was a little bit too fast extended down, and I didn't feel comfortable, trading the market thinking that, well, this has to reverse, right? Like I had no intention of that. All I thought of was, let me just take, trades up and down in whatever happens in this particular movement. And so I did that. So now I'm pretty much out completely. So where do we go from here, right? Well, I believe that until BTC smashes above these VWAPs right here, weekly, monthlies, dailies, you cannot talk about higher highs, right? So it has to smash above 1955 to be safe, probably above this high, but at minimum, it has to hold above 19.5, and then we could talk, 20,000 or 21,000 and beyond. Until then, expect this thing to be, volatile, rangy, okay? But again, like I said, there's other opportunities in the market, right? There's Atom, there's MATIC, there's, for now, those are really the only ones that I'm watching. Uni, you can kind of also watch. Structurally, I think Uni still needs to prove to you that it can break back inside this lower half of the range. So this area right here, I think Uni is kind of showing you that there's an inverse head and shoulders pattern being printed, but it needs to clear the neckline, right? And that neckline is around $7. So until it smashes through that with high volume, it's hard to say if it's going to go up or if it just, meanders here and then breaks down, I don't know, in November or something. Okay. But definitely, Uni looks good too, right? This inverse head and shoulders pattern, it looks pretty solid to me. Okay. But again, it needs to confirm. All right. That's really all I have. There's not a whole lot I want to talk about because I just want to give y'all sort of, the market update on assets I'm watching, how I'm trading, how I'm, trying to get in and out of the market as quickly as possible. That's really it. Okay. Until then, we're just going to sit tight in the market, take these level to level trades that we've been, sort of eyeing. That's it. Okay. All right. Anyway, if y'all like the community, please hit the thumbs up. Join the Alpha Trades products page right here, and you can join our Advantage membership subscription. I post videos like this twice a day, every single day, Monday through Friday. And if you like that kind of content, you will love our Discord where I post, the live action, price action trading. I post a live analysis of all the thoughts that I have on the market, different things that I'm seeing, different trades that I'm thinking about taking, different research that I've kind of stumbled upon. All that stuff I post for my members here. Altcoin analysis, we post about the stock market. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a call with one of my friends. He's a day trader in the US equity markets. He's been trading for several years. And we'll be talking about a lot of the stuff, right? We'll be talking about IPOs to watch. We'll be talking about new sectors that are rising, biotech, nuclear fusion, desalination plants, Mars, all kinds of cool stuff. So make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, leave questions in the comments below, or find me here on Twitter, _Alpha Trades. And you'll find this, this thread right here. And you can respond to it and let me know, what your thoughts are, okay, and what you want me to cover. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Good luck, everybody. Take care. Cheers. Talk soon.